Welcome to the Life Structures project. In this video, we're previewing Module 1, How to Talk with Charisma, the first of 7 digital course modules. Talking with charisma means mastering the structures of conversation. This makes you appear magnetic and intelligent, as if you're presenting polished material instead of speaking spontaneously. This skill is especially valuable in elite social settings, political contexts, public speaking, interviews, and situations where influence matters. Let's explore the 5 essential building blocks of talking with charisma. The first building block is details. Talking with charisma often involves speaking extensively and providing detailed explanations of a concept or a word from every possible angle. For example, imagine saying, I was making a lot of money. You can build that statement out with several angles. The business was taking off. I had a lot of new clients coming in. I was constantly busy. That's angle one. I ended up buying additional real estate. My family and I moved to a new home. The kids were adjusting nicely. That's angle two. I was able to relax. I wasn't worried about my finances. That's angle three. It's important not to confuse details with a logical leap. These are separate concepts. We'll get to that later. The second building block is synonyms. These are different words that share the same meaning. When using synonyms, avoid single word replacements for a concept or a word. Using two synonyms together is most natural. It's best to introduce a synonym and then describe it in detail. Let's use the same starting sentence. I was making a lot of money. From there, add. I could afford anything I desired. I was doing well financially. Here, we've used two multi-word synonyms, more effective than simply using a word like wealthy, and both carry a little extra detail that enhances your charisma. Now let's move to a third building block, logical leaps. A logical leap involves drawing a conclusion based on what you just said and then starting a new thread in the conversation. Again, begin with, I was making a lot of money. Then build on it logically, and people started to notice. This isn't a detail, it's a leap to a new implication. Here's a structure for using logical leaps. Step 1. Focus on what you said in the previous sentence. Step 2. Think about what logically follows. Do not go into details. Step 3. Transition into a logical leap to begin a filler word like however, but, or and can be used. Next is the fourth building block, rephrases, exaggerations, and metaphors. These help restructure your sentences to make them sound better. Start with rephrases. Take a simple statement and tell it in a more attractive way. For example, from I was making a lot of money, you could say I wasn't exactly struggling to pay the bills. Now let's look at exaggerations. Choose a word or section of a sentence to exaggerate. Then do it dramatically, go over the top. So instead of I was making a lot of money, say I was making the amounts no one thought were possible at the time. Avoid less impactful versions like I was making incredible amounts. Go dramatic, make it sound outrageously unreal. Then we have metaphors, which are complex rephrases. Start with I was making a lot of money. First, make everything more indirect. Change I to my wife and change making a lot of money to being able to buy anything. My wife was able to buy anything she wanted. Then rephrase it in a dramatic, over the top, or humorous way, such as my wife was able to go on some serious shopping sprees at the time. Finally, always make sure that your metaphor sounds good overall. The fifth building block is selecting or changing a topic. In conversation, you can guide the topic based on your personal goals, what you want to say, and how you want others to perceive you. For example, I was making a lot of money, but my family is more important to me. You're intentionally changing the topic to influence perception. Now let's look at the structure that helps you speak with charisma. Step 1. Identify the decision point within a sentence. Select a word or section to work with when using synonyms, details, exaggerations, or rephrases. If you're applying logical leaps, metaphors, or full sentence rephrases, then treat the entire sentence as your base. When selecting or changing a topic, there is no need to isolate any specific word or section. It stands as an independent choice. Step 2. Decide which building block to use: synonym, detail, logical leap, rephrase, exaggeration, metaphor, or topic change. Step 3. Once you've made your choice, take the time to find the right words. It requires intense thought, a high level of focus, and possibly a brief pause before continuing. Let's walk through a full example together. Start with: occasionally, I bring my laptop to a cafe and spend time working there. Your first decision point is the word occasionally. Do you choose details, synonyms, or exaggeration? You choose synonyms. Occasionally, every now and then, I bring my laptop to a cafe and spend time working there. By now, you're considering several decision points. Every now and then, bring my laptop, cafe, spend time working, or the whole sentence. You decide to use the entire sentence. Do you go with a logical leap, a rephrase, or a metaphor? You opt for a logical leap. I usually do my best work in places like this. So far, you're considering these decision points. I usually do my best work in places like this, or the whole sentence. You decided on in places like this. Do you use details or synonyms? You select details. I usually do my best work in places like this, not at home. Now focus on not at home, the next decision point. Do you opt for details, synonyms, or a rephrase? You choose a rephrase. I usually do my best work in places like this, not at home, not at the place I'm most comfortable at. That ends the angle 1 for details. Then you continue with angle 2, the sounds of conversation, people coming and going, and music playing. All of it helps you relax and stay focused. That concludes our preview of Module 1, How to Talk with Charisma. If you want to explore other key areas of life where you can succeed using this structured, mechanics-based approach, back the Life Structures digital course project on Kickstarter. Thanks for watching.